Hello everybody, it's Jeff White from Bright White Design. Just thought I needed to catch up with Joel Kelly, who's on video blog number 4. This will just be my third one, so anyway, here we are. It is Video Monday. I don't have an intro song though. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about what happens with design when the project's a little bit more obscure. I mean, you hear all the time from graphic designers and web designers and to a lesser extent developers that the project could have been really great if only the client would have let me do this or something like that. And I think that that's just, I think that that's just actually a total cop-out, because you should always be trying to do your best work no matter what the client has suggested or what you wanted to get out of the project versus what you were able to do. And all the time when I'm meeting with students or reviewing portfolios for people who've applied, the first thing they do is apologize as to why something isn't as good as it should have been had they been allowed to do what they wanted to do or not been limited by output processes like printer errors or what have you. And this past weekend and a weekend a couple of weeks ago, spent some time down at Kejimkujik National Park and getting a bit back into camping with my family. And I was struck when I was there by the fact that even though the outbuildings and the kiosks and the visitor center and those sorts of things, they've been there a little while. I'm not sure when they were built, probably for the 67 heritage year, centenary or whatever it was. But I noticed that the buildings that are there are all really sort of architecturally interesting. There's some really funky design features, windows placed in really cool areas, and I was thinking about the fact that a lot of these buildings are they're really out of the way and not that many people are going to see them, whereas if you look at the buildings that are going up in Halifax and Clayton Park and other areas, the apartment buildings, they're really pedestrian, they're really boring, there's no thought whatsoever given to the aesthetics or the function of the building or how it's going to be used. They're just, you know, they're shoeboxes for people to live in. And I think what seems to happen is that when we have a project that is really obscure and really interesting and it's not going to be seen by that many people, we're able to do things that are far more interesting and exciting looking than we can when it's something more pedestrian. But what I'd like to see is that more designers put 100% of their effort into selling ideas to a client, to doing your best work no matter how difficult the client might be or how set on specific looks and feels that a client might be, that you're always doing 110% and creating your best work all the time and not apologizing for when a client asks for something. Instead, take that idea and incorporate it in a way that works for you as well as for them. And I think we'll start to have a lot better looking websites, you know, more sites that are, you know, really fantastic as opposed to just mediocre because you've simply resigned yourself to making revisions that the client wanted. So anyway, that's my thought for a Monday. I would appreciate your comments and feedback and ideas for future posts. Have a great week, everybody. Bye-bye.